Not hard to see why so many consumers were affected. It's the little bits of plastic that keep us spending. No longer a cash but a card economy for most of us, and we've paid to protect it.
I think it costs us about £5 or £6 a month for the CPP. So if we lost his keys, the cards and everything else, we was covered.
I was with CCP for a while, but I just thought it was a little bit too much money for not really very much protection.
I'm usually quite careful. Never needed to. I've never lost anything.
But 7 million people forked out unnecessarily. Not realising they were already covered by their banks if their cards were lost or stolen, they handed over on average £30 a year for insurance. When you get a new card, you might recall there's often a sticker on the front with a number to call to activate it. But on many occasions, people weren't put through to their bank at all, but to a salesperson at a company called CPP who used the opportunity to sell card protection insurance. CPP made millions, but crucially the banks got commission on sales. And 13 financial giants from Barclays to RBS and Nationwide are now paying a hefty price for that arrangement.
We really do have to restore trust in financial services, and the key steps to doing that are first of all ensuring that things do not go wrong in the future, but it's also about making sure that things that have gone wrong in the past are owned up to and are put right. And this scheme is actually a good example of the regulators and the banks working together to put together a scheme which will get customers compensation that they're entitled to in as quick and easy a way as possible.
CPP, which was fined £10 million, said it has made changes, but the banks have been forced by the regulator to set up a massive fund for customer redress. Between 2005 and 2011, 23 million policies were sold by CPP, who gave customers misleading and unclear information. The company worked with 13 high street banks and credit card companies, who between them will have to pay out up to £1.3 billion in compensation.
Have you taken out a loan, credit card or mortgage in the past 10 years?
It all sounds awfully familiar, and some now fear that card insurance ads will become as ubiquitous as those for missold PPI.
You could be owed £3,000 or more
with legal firms spotting a massive potential market.
With PPI mis-selling, we've seen hundreds of thousands of people be extremely irritated by cold calling. Citizens Advice has had 30,000 complaints in just the last year alone, and this is a huge amount of money that is out there, and claims management companies will circle around and try and work out a way of taking this money off hard-pressed consumers.
The £1.3 billion is nothing to the £15 billion paid out by the banks after the PPI scandal, but will do little to improve the image of an already tarnished financial sector. Michelle Clifford, Sky News, Manchester.